Okay, let's do the same thing I did before. So I'm going to copy the bass line, put it over here. And let's see if we can harmonize it. So first I need to move these to the second voice. Bloop. Okay. Now we can go to the first voice. So C, let's go C there. And then let's go E there. So C, E, we need a G somewhere. So let's put a G right there. All right. Now for our flat 6, we have, the notes are A flat, C, E flat. So here's a C. So let's go C, A flat, C, E flat. So here's an E. So the path of least resistance here is going to be E flat. A flat, C, E flat. Path of least resistance is going to take us here. All right, so let's take a look at what we've got here. We have doubled the third, which in this case is good because it's our only diatonic note. So that's probably the best one for us to double. We don't want to double the E flat or the A flat because they're chromatic tones. If you have to, you can, like we did over here, and it's okay. It's not a hard rule. But it's doubling the third, so it's okay. Okay, so I think everything's okay. There's sort of a parallel octave here between C and C and C and C, but let's not worry about that for now. Let's move on for now. Let's go to resolve this. So we're going to go B, oops, first voice. So B, B, I mean G and a D here. So let's go up to D, I suppose, and up to G, I suppose. So what's happened here? First, do I have any parallels? I do have a big problem here. But let's go with the obvious stuff first. So C to D, that goes down, that's okay. E flat to G, that's okay. Flat to B. So I don't have any parallels. So I'm okay, but here's my problem. E flat to B natural. That is an augmented second. Here's why it's a problem. You might have not even noticed it. That's what makes it a problem. This is a minor third, right? A flat to B natural. But we have it written as an augmented second. So that kind of sucks. We don't remember that if this was a singer, if this was a tenor, they would sing G, A flat, B. And we don't ever want to ask a singer to sing an augmented interval unless it's really explicitly written like one. Well, no, we don't want to ask a singer to sing an augmented interval. The better way to do this is if we did it like, if we did this, wrote it as a G sharp, then this is a third. And it's fine. However, we've totally spelled this chord wrong. So that's not fine. So we have to spell it like that in order to spell that chord correctly with the A flat, not with G sharp. But that makes an augmented interval here. So can't have that. So how do we fix it? We get rid of that note. Let's go back. The augmented interval is going to be there. We just have to make it in a spot that is not in the same voice. So if we go to here, So let's see, what were our notes? G, B, D. Let's go D, oops. D. Okay, I don't want to go B here. So let's go G. Oops. G. What do I have now? That augmented interval is now here. That's okay because no single voice has it. This goes G, A flat, G. This goes C, 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 B. That's okay. E flat, D. That's a little chromatic line in there. That's fine. A flat to E flat down to G to D. That is a parallel fifth. So we don't want that either. So we're closer. We could have this go up to an F, make this a 7 chord, and now I think we've solved it. Let's do that. That works. So we add that 7th, it gets us out of there. And then let's finish our harmonization real quick. C, G, oops. That should be okay. That F needs to go down to E to resolve, and this B should go up to C. B to C, B to C, parallel octave. Ugh, why did I make such a hard one? Okay, let's make this, let's cheat a little bit on this last one and have this jump up to an E. So the 7th is resolving, the 7th scale degree is resolving here, B to C. The 7th of the chord, F, is resolving there at E. This B, I'm going to cheat by jumping all the way up to E, or actually I could cheat by jumping down to G too. I like that better. Let's jump down to G. Almost creates a voice crossing between this F and G, but not quite. Okay, let's hear that now. Nice. That flat 6 is a cool sound, right? Adds some really cool tension. We're going to see more of that as we get into some of these other new chords. So stay tuned. Okay. Let's wrap this up with a couple changes to the doubling rules that I want to just kind of explicitly point out.